we were finishing our previous project, and my boss came to work one day and to the online meeting, and he said that I went to YouTube and I saw that there are people who are building mazes in real life for hamsters. And then they put the hamster inside, film if the rodent can beat the maze. And it's got a tons of views, like 10 millions, 20 millions, whatever. So this is a niche. Let's do a game.
Gaming Morning Show continues. Thanks for being with us. It is the Monday edition, and we are excited to talk more video games with you, releases that are available, and we are excited to welcome in Michał from We Dig Games. We have a chance to talk about Hamster Playground. Good morning to you, Michał. How are you?
Afternoon. I mean, in Poland, it's like 4:30 p.m.
It's always nice to have folks joining us in the afternoon.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm almost, like I said, this is the last thing I'm doing going home. My day is almost over.
Well, thanks for closing out your day with us. We're excited to talk about this game. I think I found it through Wholesome Games originally, which is a great Twitter feed if you're looking for different games to play. I'm curious, Hamster Playground, I kind of have a feel based on just the name for it, what it might be about, but what's the story of Hamster Playground?
Okay, so We Dig Games is a company which is connected with our parent company, which is another studio called Mass Creation. And in Mass Creation, we're doing action games. So cutting heads off, lots of blood, zombies, that kind of stuff. Yes, this is what we are mainly doing. So during the pandemic, we were finishing our previous project, and my boss came to work one day and to the online meeting, and he said that I went to YouTube and I saw that there are people who are building mazes in real life for hamsters, and then they put the hamster inside, film if the rodent can beat the maze. And it's got a tons of views, like 10 millions, 20 millions, whatever. So this is a niche. Let's do a game. So this is one of those stories when it's like boss is coming to a room and saying he's got this crazy awesome idea for a game. Every developer is giving him the look. So it's like, and the story over. So this time it doesn't, because we were like I said, we were finishing the project. Everyone was at home, so we said, yeah, let's do something different. I mean, a totally different game from what we previously were doing. So it started as a hamster maze. We needed to change the title later on because it's supposed to be a simple game about hamsters racing in a maze. And that's it. We want to do like a super quick project. And how it is with games, it's also starting to grow. So we said, okay, so if we are racing the hamsters, we need to train them. Where we are going to train them? If you're training them, you need to take care of the hamsters. So let's build the house. When we build the house, we figure out, okay, so only one minigame, like one racing, is not enough. So let's do eating contest. Let's do skateboarding. So that's how the project went bigger and bigger and bigger. And we need to change the name because we decided hamster maze might be confusing because it's no longer only about the maze. So we changed everything. We changed the name, we changed a little bit of the description of the game, and so on and so forth. And that's how the project, it is what it is now.
Yeah, it's over time. It sounds like the game really evolved and just kept adding more and more and more and snowballed into this bigger project. So now you have tons of different modes to play. Personally, what's your favorite to play in the game?
I would say I'm a Sims guy. So I was in the past because Sims were one of the first game I sunk into it for a very long time. So building the house, customizing the house, customizing the hamsters, taking care of them, doing all the stuff they can do at home at the hamster house. This is something that for me is very appealing. And when we were showcasing the game to other players, like on Gamescom or on PAX in Seattle, we saw that the people were very interested in that part. So that's why we created so many cosmetics to put on the game, even in early access at the moment, in the state that the game is, because you want to let people experiment with what they can do with the creativity. And when we sometimes are seeing the screenshots of what people are like creating, we are always amazed. I mean, I think there are things which we will never think of that you can do with the elements that we put in the game. So yeah. So I think the Sims customizing, taking care of the hamster part is my favorite.
The game is available right now, free to play. You mentioned early access, of course. You can find it on
Yes.
Steam. We've linked through to it a couple of times. I enjoyed getting to hear about We Dig Games and some of the incorporation of internet culture into that, and saying, hey, there's this craze that's going on right now. Let's go ahead and build a game. And then it kind of ballooned from there. Michael, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us, and happy again that we could end your day. Go on home. You have nothing left to do. It's all over.
Yeah, I'm going.
Thanks so much for being here. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Hamster Playground, check it out, is available on Steam right now. And big thanks again to Mike for joining us on this episode of Gaming Morning Show. I like how that project is like, yeah, this is going to be a certain thing, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, it's blowing up to about 38 different modes, and it was exciting to hear what Mike's favorite mode was.
They're usually making more violent action games, and someone sits them down in a room. They're like, "All right, so enough cutting off heads. Here's the next idea: hamster mazes." and then a room full of developers just go, "All right, we're in."
Yeah.
I love that. That's great.